Hello, Oracles. Oracle Tim here from Oracle Investments. Again, you know what this shirt means. I gotta tell you, you guys are awesome. I haven't even had a chance to wash this shirt. We are just growing so fast. It's amazing. Thank you all for your support. Totally appreciate it. Thank you all for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please, if you would like to do so to help out, help this channel grow. You guys are great. Hit 400. Special shout out to a few of you who have been regulars on here commenting. 420 Kink, Q, Studio, you guys are outstanding. The rest of you, thank you so much for the feedback and all the comments on helping us grow. Today's video, I want to discuss a few of the reasons why I feel that Tesla is going to be the first of any company ever to reach $4 trillion in market cap. I don't know if they're going to be able to beat out Apple or Microsoft to 3 trillion, but I can pretty much promise you, in my opinion, that they're going to be reaching 4 trillion before anybody else, and then 5, 6, 7, 10 trillion. Well beyond that, they'll be so far ahead of everyone else. So I'm going to share with you my thoughts on that today.
And Tesla's working its way up, number 5 on the list now, just past Meta, formerly known as Facebook. And the chart for Tesla is normal, runs up real hard like it is right now, and then it pulls back. Totally normal, totally good for the stock.
One of the questions I get asked a lot, actually it's multiple questions, especially recently, is Tesla too expensive to buy? Is its run going to last? Should I buy now or wait? Personally, the way I've seen the trends, if you look back historically at the chart, Tesla will run up like it is right now, and then pulls back, and then it runs up and it pulls back. It's the nature of it. It's actually good for the stock to do that. It's good for any stock when you're investing. After a long run up, it's never sustainable. It's going to pull back. It's not a bad thing. So don't hate me for saying that Tesla stock is going to pull back. It's going to happen and it's good. But what you do is you take advantage of that. There's never a bad time to buy. My strategy currently is I invest daily into Tesla. And then for me, it's $10 a day. I put $10 a day into Tesla. When it pulls back 1%, I add another 10. And for every percent it pulls back, I put another $10 in. And I keep on doing that. And then it goes back up. So I'm constantly dollar cost averaging and then bumping more into it the more it drops. So this way I'm always adding. I'm never trying to time it and find the bottom. And I don't have to worry about it because I know confidently that it is going to go up. This is no advice to you. This is what I personally believe. But Tesla is going to keep going up. So to me, it depends on how you're trading. If you're trading Tesla long term, now is a great time to buy. Anytime is a great time to buy. If you're trying to trade Tesla stock, check the TA, check your technical analysis, take a look and see the charts. Perhaps now is a good time to just hold off, wait for it to do that pullback, and then buy back in when it comes down. Again, I don't have time to play with the timing of it. I just dollar cost average. I'm playing this as a minimum 10-year play. I've been investing for a few years now, but I really didn't start doing it regularly and really paying attention to everything till about 18 months ago. And when I did, I barely had enough money to afford one share of Tesla. Had I known then what I know now about Tesla, I would have put all of that money into one share of Tesla and just let it go and kept putting my money in. Had I done that, I would now have twice as much money in my portfolio as I do now. Can't go back in time. I don't own a TARDIS. I can't do that. So I'm just going to take the knowledge that I have now and share it with you, and just let you know, not a bad time to get in. Never a bad time to get in. Do it. Because for me, I have now 4 shares of Tesla, working on my 5th one. However, if I had done what I wanted to do back then and bought that one share, I'd have 10 to 15 shares of Tesla right now. And that's a significant difference, when it comes to the value of my portfolio and the gains I would have made.
Something I'd been thinking about recently is how Elon's mentality for building Tesla is very similar to Walt Disney. Disney built up Walt Disney World with the intention of having it last a minimum of 50 years before it needed to be updated at all. And as we all know right now, the umbrella of Disney is potentially the largest media conglomerate in the entire world. and thinking about how he built Disney World itself, and how Elon is building Tesla and SpaceX and his entire umbrella, it's very similar. And going forward, the empire that is Elon Musk with Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, Boring Company, all of that is going to be very reminiscent of what Disney has done for its company. I mean, look at how vertically integrated they were. They're like, oh, you know what? We need a construction company. We'll create our own. Very Tesla-esque. Elon's like, oh, we're going to do everything ourselves. We're just going to vertically integrate. And this is the driving force at the very foundation as to why Tesla is going to be the first company to hit $4 trillion and then exceed far beyond that going forward. So what are the catalysts that are going to drive Tesla to get themselves to the $4 trillion mark? Well, in the short term, Tesla has the rumored Model 2, Model Q, whatever you want to call it. They're going to be announcing that next year. Not a question in my mind. They're going to officially announce it and officially announce the release date, what the designs are going to look like. That will be coming up mid next year. And coming at the end of 2022, potentially sooner, is the Cybertruck. And that's going to be just backlogged for years with over 1 million reservations that they've got to fulfill. The Cybertruck alone is going to catapult them into the next level anyway, let alone the Model 2 or anything else they have coming in the short term. And then there are rumors that Elon has a 20-year anniversary surprise up his sleeve. Could it potentially be the Tesla van? Maybe it's this Tesla van, something that it's more of a bus style. Who knows, but he's got something up his sleeve because he always does. And then let's not forget the official release date announcement of the Tesla Semi that is going to change trucking transportation forever going forward. And that's going to be coming out in 2022 short term as well. 2022 will also bring us the ramping up of Giga Berlin and Giga Austin, which will both be ramping up to potentially 500,000 units each coming out next year, just to begin their ramp process. And finally, for short-term catalysts, we've got Hertz, which was just announced, with their $100,000 minimum order to start running EVs in their rental unit. And now what are some of these medium-term catalysts that we have that'll be coming over the next 3 to 5 years? First on the list is Tesla Solar. And while a lot of people are saying that Tesla Solar is not profitable right now, they're right. But guess what? Neither was Tesla. Tesla wasn't profitable until just middle of last year. So when you're looking at solar and the way that the government is taking everyone, we're going to see solar become more of a push, and we're going to see this become more and more profitable over the next 3 to 5 years. And for everyone who says that Tesla is just a car company, they're going to see in the next 3 to 5 years that Tesla is way more than that. They are a software company. They are going to start getting subscription-based income, not just from FSD, but also from their whole entire software program that runs through their car. Whether it be movies, apps, games, all of that is going to be streaming through them as well. And if you take a look and see how Netflix and Apple do with this revenue stream, you can see that it is a highly lucrative business to be in, and it is extremely high margin. And speaking of subscription-based recurring revenue, FSD, that's another huge one, especially when we start getting to level 3, level 4 autonomy. We're no longer in beta phase. This is going to be a significant, large margin income source for Tesla. And then finally, getting back to Hertz again, in the next 3 to 5 years, we are going to hit level 5 autonomy. When we hit that, we will have robotaxis. Hertz will be set up with robotaxis. By then, many other rental companies will also have robotaxis. And so at that point, that is another enormous revenue stream coming in for Tesla. And finally, what are the long-term catalysts that are going to take Tesla to 4 trillion, up to 10 trillion, and way beyond? In my opinion, one of the major catalysts is going to be solar. We already have now developments going up around the country that are entirely built with Tesla Solar. In the future, we're going to have more of that. We'll have entire towns being remodeled with pure Tesla solar. That is going to change the face of infrastructure as we know it. And that's how we're going to get more Teslas out there, more EVs out there. And everything that you see that is electric and electricity right now is going to be running off of an infrastructure Tesla has built. I didn't even mention it earlier, but next year, Tesla is also going to be searching out future homes for more factories. By 2030, Tesla's going to have at least 10 factories out there. Their goal is to have 20 million vehicles produced every single year. If the factories they are currently building are slated to push out 2 million vehicles per factory, that means that they're going to need 10 factories to get to their bare minimum. So we're looking at least another 6 factories coming out between 2023 and 2030. And as Elon has said it himself, our GDP is driven by labor. And when you bring in the AI bot to run labor for you, that changes the game, that changes the world. We're going to have Tesla bots out there, not just running his factories, but he's going to be selling these AI bots to other manufacturers around the world for their factories. Wouldn't be surprised to see some legacy automakers by 2030 running AI bots in their factories because they couldn't keep up with Tesla as they are now. So Tesla's going to be selling them not only FSD, he's going to be selling them AI bots, and we're going to have legacy auto manufacturers who are going to be reliant on Tesla just to survive.
So there it is. That is the chain of catalysts, short, medium, and long term, that I see that are going to take Tesla to the $4 trillion mark. I'm sure I missed some. I didn't even mention Tesla insurance. There are so many catalysts coming up for Tesla to push their company far beyond anybody else. They are encompassing such large segments of the world between energy, automotive, manufacturing, all of these things, and software that they're putting all together, under their umbrella. Can be potentially a $20 trillion, industry that they are taking all of, where every other company just has a piece of one of them. Tesla's going to take them all. So let me know down in the comments if I missed anything. What did I miss? What other catalysts do you see coming for Tesla that are going to take them to the $4 trillion mark before anybody else? And one last thing, what legacy automaker do you think is going to fail first? I was having a conversation with J-Star in the comments, and it was brought to my attention, in the conversation, it sparked me on, who do you think is going to be the first one to fail? Some people think GM, some Ford, could be Toyota. Who knows? They just finally announced that they're going to be putting out some EVs, 15 of them by 2025. Good for them. Let's see if it actually happens. So let me know in the comments who you think is going to be the first one to fail. Thank you all so much again. Truly appreciate 400 subscribers. Now I'm going to go rush and wash this shirt because you guys are building this channel so quickly. I might not have a chance to wash it before we hit 500. So that is our next goal, 500. You guys are awesome. Love you all. Love our oracles here. I will see you guys later.